Welcome to the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. We are just a day away from kicking things off inside of Neyland Stadium against Ball State. I cannot wait to see Hendon Hooker and this offense in year two under Josh Heupel. I think we've got big things to come in the year 2022. We'll see how the season plays out. But I want to shift gears today and talk a little bit about recruiting, and that is because of this tweet from Carnell Tate yesterday wishing happy birthday to the director of recruiting at Tennessee, Angelia Brummett. Now, some of you really got going on this tweet. Why is Carnell Tate, who is committed to Ohio State, tweeting out and talking about the director of recruiting at Tennessee? Well, exactly. Let's talk about who Angelia Brummett is. She is a Tennessee graduate, Bristol native. She came back to Rocky Top as the VAWLS director of recruiting in 2021. Now, what she does, she oversees all of on-campus recruiting. This is according to utsports.com. That includes staff. She also handles official and unofficial visits and coordinates all recruiting logistics. She also works alongside the creative content team and coaching staff on all recruiting operations. So again, why is Carnell Tate wishing her a happy birthday, putting it out there on social media in that Tennessee jersey? Love to see it. Ohio State fans didn't like this tweet at all. They say we're going to run with narratives and rumors and all that good stuff. But where there is smoke, there is fire, and Carnell Tate's name keeps getting mentioned with Tennessee. I think there's some buzz there. We're going to take a listen to what Andrew Ivins had to say yesterday in regards to Carnell Tate and the University of Tennessee as well. But before we do that, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin' VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're fans. This show is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or drop a video. We are going to be live tonight, kicking off the Wednesday night show, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out. It's going to be like Christmas Eve, counting down to kickoff. We'll also be live for the tailgate show tomorrow, about an hour before kickoff, and then the post-game show will be live immediately following the game. So make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. Don't want you guys to miss out all the content coming your way. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Again, this is Andrew Ivins over at 24/7 Sports talking about Carnell Tate in Tennessee. Because again, guys, where there is smoke, there could possibly be fire. Yes, Carnell Tate is still committed to the University of Ohio State, but where there's smoke, there's fire. Conversations are being had. It's not a done deal. Let's hear what Andrew Ivins had to say, then we'll get into it.
Hey, but this Monday, you want to kick it off. We're going to talk about top 247 receiver and one of the best receivers in the country. That is Carnell Tate. And you told me that Tennessee is not done kicking the tires on the Ohio State commit.
Well, there's been some rumors over the past few weeks and really, throughout the recruiting process that Carnell Tate likes Tennessee. The Volunteers sent him an official scholarship offer. A lot of schools did as well. But talking with some different people familiar with that recruitment, I think the Tennessee stuff has some footing. Now, does that mean Carnell's wavering on his pledge to the Ohio State Buckeyes? No. I saw him on Saturday, asked him if he's going to take any visits, and he said, nothing's set up, nothing's planned. I'm focused on my senior season at IMG Academy. But I do think there are some people inside his camp that are somewhat not intrigued by the Volunteers, but like the Volunteers and like what Tennessee brings to the table. So I think if there's one school that has a chance at potentially flipping Carnell Tate from Ohio State, it's Tennessee. And that's a place he's visited a bunch. He's familiar with Nico Iamaleava. So Tennessee, definitely think there is some footing there with the Volunteers and Carnell Tate. Does that mean he visits? I don't know. But I know that they have been in contact, and obviously Tennessee is doing an excellent job on the recruiting trail here in the class of 2023.
Not too much of a surprise when this came down to the decision the first time. Carnell Tate, as we go back and kind of look at it from 30,000 feet, was torn between Tennessee and Ohio State. Tennessee sitting now with the number 11 class in the 24/7 Sports Composite Team rankings. They're doing a heck of a job. You talked about Nico Iamaleava. Certainly enticing, one of the best players in the country and a 5-star.
So there it is from the guys over at 24/7 Sports. Again, the point is Tennessee is still very much in this. Carnell Tate committed to Ohio State, but still having those conversations. If he was an Ohio State lock, if it was done, if it was over, I don't think Carnell Tate would be having those conversations. And look, it's going to be interesting to watch because there's a little buzz that Noah Rogers could be looking elsewhere as well, who is another wide receiver currently committed to Ohio State. What is your quickest path to the field? Where do you have the best relationships? You know, there's some buzz out there that Coach Hartline up at Ohio State kind of pushed Carnell Tate and Brandon Ennis to do it together. That was kind of one of his tactics to get these guys in the boat. Do it together. Two of the best receivers in the country, committing back-to-back. I think they had 3 right in a row. What's your quickest path to the field? What do your relationships look like? Again, I think this has a long way to go. I don't think by any means this means that Carnell Tate is coming to Tennessee, but I think he is open to the idea. They mentioned his camp, Carnell Tate's camp, people around him that love Tennessee. That would be his mom. His mom loves the University of Tennessee. She also was on Twitter, tweeting out, wishing the director of recruiting a happy birthday. And yeah, that's not the end-all be-all, but if I'm diehard committed to Ohio State, I'm not going on Twitter and putting, pictures of me wearing Tennessee stuff. I may send a text and say happy birthday. I'm not going to put it out there. And then again, on the flip side of that, we all know how it works. Look, I'm sitting here making a video. You guys are going to watch it, talk about it. Carnell Tate loves to be the center of attention. Is that what this is all about? Is it just for more attention? Is it for NIL leverage? I think there's some smoke here, and I think Carnell Tate may be regretting his decision to go to Ohio State. That's just one man's opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think Tennessee has an opportunity to go after Carnell Tate. 6'2", 185-pound wide receiver out of IMG Academy in Florida. 24/7 Sports did drop him to a 4-star. I don't know what the thought process was behind that. He is the 4th-ranked wide receiver in the country. Now, I know there's a limited number of 5-stars, but if you're a top 5 at your position group at the wide receiver position, I would go ahead and consider you a 5-star. The scouting report, the type of wide receiver that always seems to get open, creates plenty of separation at the line of scrimmage, and is able to beat both zone and man coverage once underway. Superb body control, large 10-inch hands allow him to make extremely difficult catches look relatively easy. Competitive not only at the catch point, but also once the ball is in his hands. He will fight to pick up additional yardage. Owns a rather slender build now, but should be able to eventually carry 195 pounds or more. Has experience working both inside and outside. Shifty enough in the open field to be featured as a return man as well. It says here, started prep career off in Chicago before transferring to IMG Academy. Instantly became a top target for the defending national champions and scored a touchdown after touchdown as a junior. Posted impressive numbers before in both the short shuttle and vertical jump. Might not be a 4.4 guy on the stopwatch, but likely to only get more explosive once frequenting a college weight room. Look, I've said it before, when you can run crisp, clean routes, that will make your 40 time look a whole lot better. But what does this wide receiver room look like next year? We've got some talented freshmen in there that you hope to continue to develop. You know, obviously Cedric Tillman's one and done. He's off to the NFL after this year. Brew McCoy. You know, I think the best case scenario would be for Brew McCoy to show up, ball out, and go to the NFL. And yeah, that's a guy that you're going to have to replace. I would love to have him back if he balls out. But I think showing the development and that Tennessee can continue to put guys in the league like VAWLS Jones, Cedric Tillman, Brew McCoy would add another name to that list for this coaching staff, particularly Coach Pope. You know, first time coaching wide receivers at a big-time level. I think putting guys in the NFL may be more valuable than getting Brew McCoy back for another year. But can Carnell Tate see his way onto the field? Does he see that? Does he see a quicker way to the field at the University of Tennessee compared to Ohio State? You guys hit that comment section and let me know. We've talked about this a couple of times. You know, Austin Price gave the little wink, the little nod, the little tease about Carnell Tate. Then we start to see it more in the national media. Now we're seeing the guys over at 24/7 Sports start to talk about it. What do you guys think? Hit that comment section and let me know. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Thank you to all the new members of the channel. You can become a member for as little as 99 cents a month or strength in numbers. All 14,000 subscribers, get in where you fit in. Become a member of this channel. Get access to custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis, fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.